Today we're climbing Mount Fernie in Fernie, British Columbia, Canada, the Canadian Rockies. And we're past halfway up now. The foliage is really nice. Lots of greenery. The tree line on this mountain is also a lot higher than lots of the other ones we've seen. So even though the hike is almost 1,000 meters of elevation, the trees go almost all the way to the top. There's part of the town down there. Nice viewpoint. And yeah, the tree line. Because on other hikes we've done, some in like Canmore and Banff, Kananaskis, you can be out above the tree line for a good portion of the hike. There's another view there. And even hikes that are like 700 meters, 600 meters of elevation, sometimes the tree line is much lower. So that's interesting. So one person we passed said to the very top, which is where we're going, is 1,300 meters of elevation on the hike. So our map might be wrong, or it might not have it measured all the way to the top. Nice paintbrush flower right there. Seen lots of those. There's a good view. Just a little beyond there the other way, you can see the Three Sisters, which are not used to. There's the Three Sisters in Fernie, which I'm not used to, because for me, the Three Sisters I know well are the Three Sisters in Canmore, Alberta, about 3 hours from here. There's been a lot of wild raspberry plants like this one. More so at the bottom. They were completely lining the path, and it was really green and beautiful. And the berries were ripe. The forest smells really nice. Also lower down, there were, well, that's nice, sorry to interrupt. Anyways, back further down, there were a lot of really big stumps, like those from an old growth forest. Lots of western red cedars, and it made me think, well, there's the valley with Fernie, nice. But it made me think that maybe there used to be an old growth forest here, and then maybe and then lots of them were charred. So maybe there was a big forest fire, and the forest here is what's grown back after. There's looking up. And there's the town of Fernie way down there. Nice purple flower. Ooh, lots of paintbrush flowers here. really quite steep the whole way. This is the first kind of nice little, more even kind of flat section that we've seen. There's some berries, lots of berry bushes too. But yeah, it's been right from the get-go. Not too steep, not too bad, but just looking up. But definitely constant elevation gain. Now we're out in the sun, so it's really hot. It's been nice and shady in the forest. As looking back. Oh, here's lots of raspberry plants. There's some there. Really nice. And one more look back. So I'm gonna pause the video for now, and I'll turn it back on closer to the top when we're summiting the mountain, and I'll show you the views. So we'll see you soon. Just doing a quick video here now. We're not quite at the top like I said, but I'm just showing that we are a little more exposed out in the open now. This is really the main kind of the tree line. After this, the trees are just sporadic, but it's because the elevation of where this one starts, even though it is such a high mountain, the elevation of where the base of the mountain is makes it so that the trees grow up much higher, and the tree line is higher than with the mountains back in Canmore, Kananaskis, and Banff that I'm used to, where they're already higher. So the tree line is lower, and you're more exposed up above the tree line for a long time. So we're almost at the top. Saw another butterfly up there. There's a lot of butterflies here. I've seen them lots of nice orange ones, tons of them. There's the Fernie ski hill over there. And up here you can see there's a lot of kind of dead trees. Maybe there, and back there were some big ones, and they're charred, so I'm sure there must have been a big forest fire here, like I said earlier, that destroyed lots of the bigger, older trees. And as always, but especially hiking in BC, I've got my bear spray, because you need bear spray. There's lots of bears here. Saw a black bear the other week, a couple weeks ago. There's a nice view out there. Cool. There's some more of those kind of dead trees with moss and lichen growing on them. really like hiking and, you know, climbing mountains because it's I know some people, they might get bored or think it's kind of just overly tiring and not so. Oh, sorry, it's just really kind of got distracted here because there's I was trying to climb up through here, but anyways, oh, water bottle got caught on the tree there, so I had to climb up that. So the path looks like it goes up and around there. Oh, there's lots of steep switchbacks here. We're really getting up there, but yeah, I really like it because the whole way I'm always just looking at everything, all the many different types of plants that are growing, and all of the there's so many different types of plants that we've seen, but then also the well, sometimes there's a little bit of wildlife too, but all the types of trees and the rock features and the switchbacks. There's often lots of cool trees, cool shaped trees, cool switchbacks. That's getting really rocky. It's really hot out today, and so my backpack is heavier than usual, and I'm not as fast as usual in my video here because just with the heat and the extra weight of my backpack is to stay hydrated and yeah, so I was just a little distracted there climbing up here. Yeah, it's grasshopper. Yeah, I just take in the views and enjoy it all. It's beautiful. It's like a little bit of climbing here. That's fun. I'm looking forward to the view on the other side because although the view of town is nice, I always like trying to hike into the more remote and like backcountry areas where sometimes you have to drive a little further or hike a little more, but sometimes the route is also not as well traveled. This one you can probably see is well worn in, but going to the more remote places, then instead of a view of town, then it's like 360 degrees panoramic views with just mountains and natural scenery in all directions. think I'm gonna turn off the video here and just watch my footing a little more to get up, climb up this next part, and then I'll see you again soon when we are reaching the summit. I'll just show you the reason I had to stop the video there was just to climb up this bit here. You can see the trail down there, and then it comes up to the base of this, and then I had to climb up kind of with my hands a little. It's almost a little fun bit of rock climbing, so I like that. And earlier when I was talking about the reasons I like hiking, I forgot to mention how also just the smell of the forest. It's really nice. I always stop to appreciate the smell and the sounds like the wind. Okay, see you at the summit. We're super close to the summit of Mount Fernie now. I'm just showing you the view from Mount Fernie Ridge. Right in the center there, those are the Three Sisters, but we're at an angle that it's a bit harder to see them individually. There's looking down into the valley. Summit's just up there. You can see the mountains behind the mountains now. We've gained so much elevation. So there's the town again. Just looking down a bit. So these are the views. I'm gonna walk over here. This side here. And gonna step back down here. So we're almost at the top. And once again, super nice views here. And I'll just come back here to show you those mountains there. Nice. Okay, see you at the summit. I see the summit. There's a nice Canadian flag up there. Just walking up this ridge here. Beautiful views. We are so close. I hear a helicopter over there. That's in the direction of Sparwood, where there's a large forest fire, so it's likely going to fight the fire. Canadian flag. Here we are. Beautiful. These are the views from the summit of Mount Fernie in Fernie, British Columbia. on the way back down, and I mentioned from the views at the top the Three Sisters, and here you can see them better, how they're three distinct peaks. We're still on our way down, and I thought I'd show you just how nice and lush the foliage is here. It gets even more green and lush on the way down further. Lots of raspberry plants still. It's a bit steep here, so I'll watch my footing. And there you can see how nice and green it is. There's a lot of baby maple trees like this one, and like all of these here, and like this one. Lots of nice maple trees. We're almost at the bottom now, and this is what I was talking about earlier with all the raspberry plants lining the pathways, lining the trail. It's like this for a long way. Super lush and green raspberries and some ferns, maple trees too. Nice. These are the very large old stumps of what might have been an old growth forest that I was talking about earlier. So we'll continue down now the rest of the way. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Leo's Hiking and Biking.